Mega Mike the Movie Man here. Welcome all to my channel. Thank you for joining me here today for my 1K subscriber celebration. Thank you so much, audience members, that helped me get there. Without you all, this wouldn't be possible. So thank you so much for watching the videos all the way through, liking the videos, and leaving those amazing comments. It has been a big help in growing the channel. Now, how today's stream is going to work, I'm actually going to go through the comments, answer any questions you all have out there. So, any movie questions you have, or any questions about me or kind of my YouTube journey, definitely leave those in the comments below. Keep those coming in, and we'll make this a fun Q&A and a movie celebration, of course. Now, I will also go over some massive channel updates and different ways you can support the channel, and so that's going to be a lot of fun information as well. And then by the end, we will do some digital movie code giveaways. So I'll be giving out a couple movies here today. So you definitely want to stick around throughout the entire live stream for those digital code giveaways. And we probably won't stay here super long, probably about an hour or so. So definitely make sure you get those questions in now, comments, and that way I can get through all of them in that time. Once again, thank you all for joining me here tonight. So let's look at the comments because I see we already got some great comments here. All right, we got Adrian saying, "Hey there, Mega Mike. Congratulations on getting 1K. You deserve it. Hope you get more." Well, thank you so much, Adrian, for that comment. The channel is growing, so I'm already about 1,020 subscribers. So that is absolutely amazing. The growth is just going so well right now for the channel, and that's all thanks to you all out there. So thank you so much for that. We got Terry Palazzo in here saying, "Congratulations." Oh, we got a super chat here. Oh my goodness. Thank you so much, Gus. A 4.99 super chat. That is absolutely amazing. Thank you, Gus, for supporting the channel on that level, saying congrats. I mean, that is so amazing, Gus. That is my first super chat. So you got to be my first super chat ever on YouTube. I will always remember you, Gus, for that. That is absolutely amazing. And I will never forget that we both don't like Olive Garden. So that is something we definitely share, and of course, our love of movies. So thank you so much, Gus. I really appreciate that. And that's another great way to support the channel. So super chats are on. So anything you can give as a super chat, even a few bucks there, means the world to really helping the channel, supporting it, getting the channel to grow. And everything I get in for the channel, I like to put that back into the channel with better equipment, getting more movies to unbox and review for you all, some more collection haul videos. So you guys will definitely see that in return, even an improvement in the content by doing those super chats. So thank you so much, Gus, for starting that off. That is absolutely wonderful. All right, let's catch up on these other comments as well. Of course, we got Craig in here saying, "Congratulations, Mike. I'm in a car coming home from vacation. From San Francisco to Los Angeles." Now, that is a super long drive, Craig. So make sure you're driving safe out there. That's the most important thing. Get home safe. But I hope you had a great time in San Francisco. I hope you had a good time, trying out that sourdough bread. The soups out there are just absolutely amazing in San Fran. And they have so many great sites to visit as well. I know I've always had a great time when I went there. So I hope you had the same amount of fun as I have always had going there. You'll have to let me know in the chat, what did you do out there? What was your favorite moments out there? What'd you see? All that great stuff. All right, we got Darvin in here giving us some great questions. So I can't wait to answer these. Darvin says, "How did you discover film?" Well, when I was younger, I would always watch movies. My parents definitely helped with that. My mom would always get us new movies to watch, home videos, tons of VHS to enjoy for like all the holidays and things like that. So always watching videos as a family, going to the rental stores like Blockbuster, picking out a movie to watch as a family. That was always a lot of fun. And then my dad, he would take us on the weekend to the movie theaters all the time. There was like a period where it was like every weekend for just years and years. We would always go to the movie theater. That would kind of be the weekend thing for me and my brother. So that was always wonderful. Same with my mom. She would take us to the theaters as well. So Just growing up with movies, I think is really just how I discovered film. Darwin has another question. Do you have a letterbox? I do not, Darwin. I know a lot of people have a letterbox, and I have thought about the idea, and eventually I might get there. Of course, I'm not going to have everything logged from years past. So I'm going to just kind of start at the base point of where I get to when I do end up getting the letterbox going. But I always wanted to kind of focus on YouTube first and then add things on later as I went on, like Instagram. Now I'm getting better with Instagram. And then probably the next thing after that might be letterbox. So I'm trying to pace myself there to not kind of overwhelm me with so many social platforms, but I will eventually get there because it sounds like a lot of fun. So I definitely got to do that at some point. Darwin says, "Why do you collect?" Well, I love preserving physical media, having it on the shelf, and I've done tons of videos on this on my channel. If anybody wants to search those out, why to collect, what are the pros of physical media, why is it still sticking around? But I just like having those movies available that I love. I can pull it off the shelf anytime, watch it whenever I want. And I know it's not going to be like censored or anything like that. I know there's not going to be a connectivity issue where if I was streaming something, Wi-Fi power goes out, something happens, it just kind of ruins the movie watching experience. But the disc rarely fails me. Sometimes, once in a while, there'll be an issue where it skips or pauses, but much more rarer than streaming. So that's why I love collecting physical media and just discovering all these titles as I go too, and talking to other collectors and being part of the collecting community. There is nothing better out there. All right, we got Darwin again said, "What's your favorite movie and why?" So, The Dark Knight Rises is my favorite movie. I know a lot of people don't like that one. I do not understand why. I love that movie. I love the Dark Knight trilogy, and I think it ends perfectly. I mean, Bane is such a great villain in there, but I really like Bruce Wayne's arc in it, where he gets broken down and then he has to rise again as Batman. So all that kind of cave transformation he goes through to rise up again and become a superhero again. To me, that's really powerful stuff. So I've always loved that movie for that. But the Dark Knight Rises and Dark Knight are very close, but I would lean towards Rises just because I really like the Bruce Wayne Batman character arc in that one. Craig says, "Do you think your live broadcasts are increasing your subscribers faster?" I think it's a mixture because I do a little bit of everything. I have the live shows, I have the pre-recorded videos, I have the short out of the theater reactions. So I think I have a good variety there where that's what's kind of getting more eyes on the channel. So I wouldn't say it's just the live streams alone, but the live streams have definitely been a big help. And that's been a lot of fun too, just talking with other people about movies. I mean, it makes it so much more personal as well. And that's always a great time because you get to see everybody's movie recommendations. You learn something new about movies because all these collectors have such great knowledge out there about film. And so those are just a ton of fun. That's why I love doing live streams and try to at least do, one at the very least a week, but try to do around two at least. There's been a week where I did like three, and that was a lot, but it was still a lot of fun. All right, we got let's see, Terrell saying congratulations. Thank you so much, Terrell. You are awesome. Darwin says, have you seen any Wong Kar Wai movies? No, I'm guessing that's a director. I think I've heard of that director's name before. I don't know if I have. Let me know in the comments actually some of the movies because that name sounds very, very familiar. So I wonder if I have seen any of those movies. Let me know some of the like famous movies from that director. If it is a director. All right. Darwin says, "What's your favorite director?" Steven Spielberg. I just think he has an amazing variety of movies. He just does so many genres, and most of them are all so good. So that's why my first director live stream was actually a Steven Spielberg live stream, where we picked out our favorite movies, ranked those. That was a lot of fun. So I have to go with Spielberg on that. Terrell saying, let's see, favorite 2022 comedy. I don't remember a lot of comedies coming out in 2022. Um, I really can't think of that many comedies. You guys let me know some comedies out there that came out. I remember Bros. Bros was a decent one, but I can't think of any other comedies. I don't know if there just wasn't many comedies or if comedies were slipping my mind. You guys let me know in the comments below. Terrell saying Olive Garden just okay. Yeah, Olive Garden. I don't know why so many people love it. Like for Italian food, it's just like, ugh, it feels very mediocre to me. I feel like I've had way better Italian food before. And like the breadsticks, I don't even care for. I know people love the breadsticks, but I'm like, I felt like I saw those breadsticks in a pack at Costco once that I could just buy. So I don't know. I don't get it, but some people love it. Mika's in here. Congratulations, Mike. Thank you so much, Mika. Mika is actually going to be on a live stream of mine coming up here in about a week or so, which is going to be Saturday night, which is going to be a found footage live stream. So if you're a big horror fan out there, you're going to want to tune in for that live stream. All right. Darwin says Olive Garden breadsticks is the best thing about, and people love the breadsticks. To me, I'm like they're okay. I feel like I've had better breadsticks. Terrell says, I agree. I only like the bread. Kenny is here. Hello, Kenny. Kenny has been a long time supporter of the channel. We got Mama Blu-ray in here. Hello, Mama Blu-ray. Congrats. So happy for you. Thank you so much, Mama Blu-ray. That means a lot. Darwin says, what are your thoughts on Arrow Video? Oh, Arrow is a great boutique label. They have those nice big packages like True Romance. I was really blown away by that. Was fantastic. They had so many goodies in there for collectors. The RoboCop was great. I mean, so I'm probably going to collect more Arrow this year. An American Werewolf in London was fantastic. So yeah, they're a great boutique label. They do get a little pricey. So if I can wait for the Arrow sale times, that's when I like to get my boutique stuff. But yeah, they're great. Let's see. Terrell says, "Hey Mika, Dimension Scott saying, what's up, man? Congratulations! Yeah, thank you so much, Dimension Scott." Darwin says, "What's the rarest item in your physical media collection?" See, I haven't been collecting for a great long while, like a lot of collectors. I mean, probably only I don't know. I guess. Well, I mean, I've always collected a few titles here and there, but none of like the very rare boutique stuff until recently. So probably it's just gonna be like the Columbia Classic Volume One set. I know a lot of people missed out on that one when that sold out, but I have all the Columbia Classic sets, so I know that Volume One's getting a little bit more up there in price. That's probably the rarest thing I have at the moment. Let's see. We got Terrell saying, San Francisco. He was. Where am I? Yep. Terrell's in San Fran as well. Yeah. Next time I go back out there, Terrell, we gotta hang out. Absolutely. We got Tobu Tupaki. It's been so nice to see you grow from 400 subs to 1,000 subs. Wow, great job, Mike. I know. It feels like it was just yesterday. I was just starting out on YouTube. I was at 0, and now I'm at 1,000. So, I mean, it just happened super, super fast, which was fantastic. Robert makes a cut. Hey, everyone. Hi from California. Yeah, we're Californians. Absolutely. Adrian saying hello, everyone. Robert makes a cut. Congrats to you, Mike. Yes, thank you so much. Darwin said, what's your favorite movie from every decade? Wow, that is way too big of a question for me to answer, Darwin, because I really got to think about that one. But I might as well now talk about the massive channel announcements because it's actually going to tie into your question just a little bit here. So there are a ton of ways to support the channel now. Of course, sticking with watching videos all the way through, liking, commenting, all that great stuff you've all been doing. But for those mega fans out there that want to support the channel on another level and in a different way, I actually do have my Patreon support page going now. And that actually gets you more exclusive perks and access to more content and access just more to me if you're interested in that. So that's actually linked in the description below, Patreon. You can check that out. And I'll go through actually the tiers right now and what you get. If you do want to join that, because like I said, there's a lot of great stuff there. If you want to do the $5 a month, what happens with that is you become a mega movie fan and you actually get your name in in credit slide of my video and you get a shout out as well and recognized, of course, as a mega movie fan. So that's at that $5 level. And yeah, I mean, costs as much as like a Starbucks coffee these days. So yeah, that's a great way to kind of start off with supporting the channel there. Now, if you want to do a little bit more and get more content, you actually want to go to the second tier, which is $10 a month, which is becoming a mega movie hero. And what you get with that, you actually get an additional video a week from me. So, for example, I used to do like in-depth movie reviews a long, long time ago when I started the channel. But not enough of the general kind of population was watching those. But I know some people really enjoyed them. and I've been wanting me to kind of, do that again. So I thought of a way. Hey, if you want me to go in depth on a movie review again, more than an out of theater reaction, actually like, around a 10-minute ish video, with good editing in there, with different scenes and things like that, really kind of analyzing the movie. You can now sign up to be a mega movie fan on my Patreon page for the $10, and you'll get an additional video each week. So you're gonna get all the same content you've been getting, of course, but now you're gonna get extra video. So I'm gonna put in the extra work for that to make sure you get more out of it. And then of course you'll be recognized as a mega movie fan. You'll get the shout out, you'll get the end credit in the video, just like the first level, but now you're getting that extra content on top of it a week, which is a great value. I think that's a great tier. Now, if you really want to even go the farthest level, I do have the third tier, which is the Mega Movie Master. And that is $20 a month. But what you get with that, you actually get more of a custom type of video where you tell me specifically what kind of video you would like to see from me. So if there's a specific movie you want me to review, like a movie that came out 10, 20, 30 years ago, whatever it might be, once a month you can do that, and I will actually make that review for you. Or even if you want like a live stream, you want me to put a live stream together, I can do that as well, where you say, "Hey, I have this director that I want you to do a live stream of." And maybe I wasn't initially going to go with that director, but because you're a mega movie master now, paying that $20 a month, actually once a month, I'll do that. I'll do a live video, and kind of shout you out. Hey, this live video is brought to you by my Patreon, the name as a mega movie master, and that's why we're doing this live stream. So you get the shout out as well. You'll get the extra video a week, but then once a month, you get more of that choice on a video to be made. So that's a really great level as well. If you can, support on that level as well. But there's different tiers there for different support levels. But even the lowest level, just the $5 one, is a lot of big help too if you can do that one out there. But those are the tiers. So that's why I brought that up, Darvin, because you said, what's your favorite movie from every decade? So I could do a video like that for you. I'll go through each of the decades of film and I'll make that video. I'll do all of them and, do the research on it, put the hard work into it, and actually make that specific video if you became a mega movie master, for example. So that's why I brought it up now with that question. All right, let's keep going through these comments here. There's a lot of great comments, and thank you guys for sticking with me here. Let's go through these. So we got, all right, let's see. We have Tobu Tapaki saying amazing childhood. Um, LMAO. Yeah. Hey, watching movies, that's always a great time for a childhood. Absolutely. We got Vince in here saying, congrats, man. Been awesome to be a part of this ride. Well, thank you so much, Vince, for being here. I love your theater reactions. Well, thank you so much. I actually might go to the theaters again tonight. The recent one I did yesterday was for Missing, which, oh, such a good movie. I highly recommend it. I was so shocked by it. I really enjoyed that one. But I might go tonight again to see another horror movie. There's a couple of them I'm thinking of. What were they called? It was like Skinamink or something like that. I don't know. It's like a horror movie. And then there was another horror movie that was like Conjuring the Devil or something like that. There was a couple horror movies there. So I might see one of those after this live show and then do a out of theater reaction for you all, of course. If you want me to do that, let me know in the comments below. Absolutely let me know. I don't mind staying up late for you all and going out and seeing all the movies so I can recommend if it's worth it for you to go out. I have no problem doing that. So just let me know. All right. Let's see. We got Last American Girl here. Woo hoo. Congratulations, Mike. Thank you so much, Last American Girl. Adrian James says, favorite movie from the year you were born? I'm going to have to go with Forrest Gump. Absolutely. Forrest Gump. Yep. That's a great movie. But that year, there's so many good movies that come out. Let's see. Darvin says, In the Mood for Love, his most popular. In the Mood for Love. See, I haven't heard of that one, so I probably have not seen his titles then. Mid-level media in the house. Congratulations on 1,000, man. Oh, thank you so much. I appreciate it. Mika says, what would you like to see for the channel in 2023? Well, definitely continue growing, doing more content that people love out there. So Give me that feedback, everybody. What do you like to see from me? And I'm going to keep doing that, keep adding to it, getting better and better, of course, and hopefully see it grow that way. Also, see some more Patreon support. And actually, now I might as well bring up another massive channel update. I'm working on my online merch store for the channel to get some Mega Mike merch. I'm kind of finalizing that right now. It's getting all reviewed, and hopefully that will be up soon. And then when that's up, I'll definitely link that into my descriptions of my videos. So if you want to get some Mega Mike merch, like a hat, T-shirt, hoodie, a stuffed bear, even, or like phone cases and all that great stuff. Um, that should be up soon. So that merch store as well. So just once again, yeah, seeing the channel grow through all those different ways, building even more connections with people, because I mean, this community for physical media collecting is absolutely amazing. All the people that have been on my live streams, thank you so much. It's been such a fun time. And then being invited to be on other people's live streams, I mean, just has been so great. Once again, talking movies with people that love movies, there's nothing better. I mean, this physical media collecting community, best community out there. It's absolutely amazing. Hopefully that answered the question. Darwin says, Unbearable Weight of Massive Talent was a comedy. Good call on that one. Totally forgot about that one. That movie is amazing. Oh, such a Nick Cage kind of movie, and Pedro Pascal was so good in it. And then the Paddington 2 reference. Ooh, that was perfection. Yeah, that movie was really good. So maybe that one as well. Mid-level media. Oh, yep, got that question. Let's see. Alex says, "Hi everyone. Racing home now." Yes, mid-level media says, "When you are there, your family though can't beat that." That's how Olive Garden gets you. It's just like the Fast and Furious movies. Fast and Furious is like the Olive Garden of the movie world, right? When you're there, your family. But is it the best? Is it the best? Maybe you can have some fun with it, but is it really, top notch quality there? I don't know. It just depends, right? Some people love it once again. Some people just think it's kind of mediocre. Let's see. Darwin says I got Flash Gordon with the slip. Ooh, with the slip. See, I have my Air one, but no slip. Darwin saying pretty good movie, even though it's quite cheesy. I might subscribe to Patreon soon. Well, thank you so much. I appreciate if you can do that. It's absolutely amazing. We got Side Hustle Cinema in the house with a super chat of $5 saying congratulations on 1K. I loved you and Anna on the conversation. Yeah, KB loves movies conversation. That was a lot of fun too. So thank you, KB, for having me and Amazing Anna on that. And once again, thank you, Side Hustle Cinema, for supporting the channel on that level $5. That is absolutely wonderful. Thank you so much. And Side Hustle Cinema is also going to be on a live stream of mine soon, tomorrow night, which I will remind everybody at that, towards the end. But tomorrow night is actually going to be a horror possession stream. So we're going to be ranking some of our favorite horror possession movies. So today I was trying to cram for that exam. I've already watched a couple movies. Like I said, I want to go to the theaters again tonight, see a third movie, just so I can be better prepared for the stream tomorrow. But that's going to be a fun stream. If you're a horror movie fan, oh, that's going to be a must watch. That's going to be so good. I can't wait to, see everybody's rankings and see what Side Hustle Cinema picks out. This is going to be a lot of fun. Kenny Clip says my favorite movies. Let's see. Yeah, Kenny Clip says, okay, let me look. Sorry. My favorite movies from each decade: 2020s, The Batman; 2010, Inception; 2000s, Memento; 90s, Home Alone; 80s, Shining; 70s, Alien. Ooh, that is a lot of good choices, Kenny. You did a great job with that. I mean, Home Alone, so so good. And I know you're a Christopher Nolan fan, so totally understand those other choices. And Shining, Alien. I mean, great choices. Spicy 4K Action says, "Hey Mike, congrats on the 1K. Thank you so much, Spicy 4K Action, for always being in the chat, leaving those comments. I appreciate it." Kenny Klepp says, "Sorry for sending the first few as individual messages. It was an accident." No worries. I will take all the comments I can get, so no worries there. Letterbox for 1K. I did the each decade thing very easily because I just sort of sorted all the films I saw, only 5 stars, and sorted by 90s, 80s. See, I hear great things about Letterbox. I hear it's perfect for like organization, coming up with those ranking lists. So I'm very interested in it, and I want to. I'm gonna have to do it at some point. Like one of these, vacation weeks that I have, I'm gonna have to make that a priority doing Letterbox. So you guys definitely have it on my mind now that I need to get that going. Dell on Movie says, "Congrats on 1K." Thank you so much, Dell. Dell has an awesome channel too, and has been on my live streams before. Fantastic. We got Steve Mars here. Congrats on your accomplishment, Mike. Oh, thank you so much. Vince says, definitely, man, would love that. I want to see Missing. Really enjoyed Searching. So I actually didn't see Searching. I totally didn't know till after that it was like kind of a loosely based sequel of sorts. But I had no problem still watching Missing. Still great. But now I want to go back and watch Searching. Because if it was as good as Missing, oh, it's going to be a delight. I have to see that. Darwin says 2020s. I'm thinking of ending things 2010s, climax 2000. Oh, mid level media with the $5 super chat. Thank you, mid level media. Absolutely awesome. You supporting the channel on that level. I mean, you guys are just doing amazing with these super chats tonight. It's fantastic. Thank you so much. $5. That's absolutely amazing. Definitely gonna have to put that towards some physical media here. But mid level media says, "What's your favorite part about collecting physical media?" I think I mentioned this a little bit earlier, but just having the movies I love on the shelf, ready to go anytime I want them, that's a big part to me. And then also just now being a part of the collecting community where I'm getting all these great title recommendations, all these different directors I've never thought of, or maybe even some franchises I missed before, some great classic movies I need to see. Being part of that community and then getting those titles into my collection to enjoy them has just been an amazing experience. So, collecting physical media, and it's the best way to watch a movie at home. It is still the best quality, no doubt in my mind. So yeah, it's physical media. It's absolutely amazing. Steve Mars says Olive Garden is the McDonald's of Italian food. All their food tastes like it was micro. Yes, that's what I'm saying. It's very mediocre. It's just like, ugh. Yeah, I agree. I agree with that, Steve Mars. Absolutely. Kenny Club says, I love your out of theater reactions. Oh, thank you so much. Also, I really like how your videos have become really efficient and fast paced, makes it much easier for me to find time to watch. Yeah, and I've been noticing that. I've been trying to kind of see, okay, what are people more responding to? And I'm like, okay, so how I kind of do it now, and this is how it kind of evolved over time, was if you need really short content fast, that's my short out of theater reactions, quick 1 minute, like thumbs up, should you go see the movie? Thumbs down, should you maybe skip it, right? Then my videos, my pre-recorded videos are now a little bit longer of a content, like 5 to 10, 15 minutes, around that little mid-range there. If you have that, a little bit more time, but it's still not a lot of time. So that's why I have those videos kind of set up around that range now. But then I also have, if you want the long content, almost like podcast form, are the live shows that will go 2 hours, sometimes 2.5, sometimes even maybe 3 hours, where those, you can play in the background while you're doing something mundane around the house, like you're folding laundry, maybe you're going on a walk, maybe you're, driving on a big vacation and you need something to listen to. That's where I got the live shows for. So kind of a, a little bit of a variety in there for everybody. But hopefully that's working for everybody. Let me know. Terry Palau says, what movie do you connect with most? Uh, Dark Knight Rises, of course, but I've already said that as my favorite movie. So the other movies, that I love are the Rocky movies. Ooh, the Rocky movies, my most watched movies of all time. So Dark Knight Rises is my favorite movie, but I've watched the Rocky movies so much because those are like pump up, workout kind of movies. So I go through those movies, about 3 times a year. I can always watch them, and they're pretty quick, easy watches too. So the Rocky, Creed movies, those are fantastic. Craig says favorite actor and actress. Oh, and we got a super chat here, so I absolutely gotta have to point this out. Last American Girl, 9.99 super chat. Oh, thank you so much, Last American Girl. My good friend going back such a long amount of time with the 9.99 super chat. Thank you so much to not go to Olive Garden. So I will take that 9.99 and get food that is not Olive Garden. Absolutely. Great, great. Okay, now let me go back up a little bit here. Craig saying favorite actor and actress. So Leonardo DiCaprio and Jamie Lee Curtis. All right. Darwin said 2000, Shenandoah, New York. I can never say that word, but I just watched that movie in the Sony 30-year classics. I did just watch that one. And it's your favorite movie of all time. Wow, that is absolutely amazing. Um, I thought it was fine for my taste, but I might have to go back and watch it again. 1990s said Taste of Cherry. 1980s, uh, I totally don't know that word. 1970s House. 1977. Okay, 1960, 2001: A Space Odyssey. Well, those are some good choices. Some in there I haven't seen, so I definitely need to watch those. Kenny Cliff says, "What do you think will win Best Picture, and what do you think deserves Best Picture?" So I would really love to see either. Well, Top Gun Maverick was my favorite movie of the year, so if that gets nominated, I think that totally deserves Best Picture. I mean, it has everything just amazing about the movie. I mean, there's nothing bad about that movie, in my opinion. Like the acting, the cast is amazing, all the stunt work, all the sounds, very thrilling movie. It has comedy in there, the romance, the actions. It has everything. Top Gun Maverick absolutely has everything, and it got people back to the theaters, which I think is really important. So I would go Top Gun Maverick if that gets nominated. I hope it does. If not, I would go Everything Everywhere All at Once. Masterpiece of a movie where it was something new, unique, that I haven't seen before. It was just stunning. And all the performances in that movie were wonderful as well. And all the visuals, it was just so bonkers, but I had a great time with it. So I would go those two movies. But what I think will win, and I really hope they win. Now, there's other movies that are being talked about that I haven't seen yet, like Banshees of Inisherin. Apparently, that's getting a lot of buzz. I'm still needing to watch that one, so I can't really make an opinion on that one. But I hope one of my first two choices get chosen. Absolutely. Alex says, "Woohoo! Just got home from work. Oh, that's awesome. Now you gotta, have a fun, relaxing time now that you're done with work." Edward says, "Congratulations on 1,000K. Thank you so much, Edward." Let's see. Darwin says 1950s Upper Sensor, 1940s Double Indemnity. I've seen that one. I got the Criterion 4K of that one. That one is quite good. 1930s Modern Times, 1920s The Kid, 1910s Dante's Inferno. I need to see all those movies. I need to watch some more classic movies. Thank you for those recommendations. Emmett Ure says, "Do you want to do the movie collection battle?" Yes, 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 yes. And I let 4KD Ray know, like, hey, when you need me on there, I'm ready to go. I'm ready to battle again. I have that itch to battle. I'm ready for this, especially my collection is a little bit bigger now. So I'm ready to go for a battle. So hey, if you want to see me on the battle again, let 4KD Ray know. And yeah, that'll be a lot of fun. Let's see. Darwin says, "Will you ever do a stream discussing Jim Carrey movies?" It's a thought that has crossed my mind, but usually I like to do streams when it like kind of occurs with like a movie coming out. So I don't know if Jim Carrey is going to be doing another movie again soon. I don't know if he retired because I know there was all that story like he was kind of done after Sonic 2. He wanted to take some time to go do some painting or whatnot. So I don't know if he's going to come back. So I was initially planning to see, on a future movie he comes back. But once again, hey, if you become a mega movie master as a Patreon supporter and you say, hey, I want a Jim Carrey live stream this month, I will make it happen, Darvin. All right. Evil Kangaroo says, "Hey, Mike, huge congrats and 1K. I'm glad to help you on your journey." Yes. Thank you so much, Evil Kangaroo. Always have been a great supporter. Very appreciated. Tony says, "Any tips on collecting physical media?" Yes. Collect what you like, what you know you're going to watch. And then to me, rewatching is a big factor in that. And I know I've picked up titles before where I only like watched it one time and then it just kind of sits there. So this year, I'm trying to do better on getting titles I think I'm going to enjoy more. That I'm going to at least get a good amount of rewatches on because it adds up quick, especially if you just start getting a lot of stuff. Like it will fill up those shelves quick, and then you'll be like, "Oh my goodness, I ran out of space." You don't want that to happen. I would say pace yourself with stuff you really like to collect. Kenny Club says, "What's a movie that needs to be seen before someone dies?" Oh, that could be a whole ranking list of movies. That's a tough question. I would have to really think about that one. Maybe I will get back to that one, Kenny. But great question. Dimension Scott says, "Are you checking out The Last of Us on HBO?" Actually, no, I'm not. Now, I tried playing the game before a long, long time ago when I was really into video games, and I couldn't get through the video game just because it was so challenging for me. Like the open world kind of games where you kind of have to like craft things and it's not like a very linear path. It was giving me a lot of struggles. I was the gamer where I like kind of those movie kind of games where it would be like, okay, here's a straight path. There's a lot of like cinematic scenes in here, so it's kind of like you're playing through a movie. So that's why I would do like Uncharted and God of War because they were very like cinematic and like easy. Like, oh, here's the path that's highlighted. Go grab that object. Like I could follow that very easily. But the more open world stuff, always get lost in those games. It's just like I don't. It's tough for me those games. I like games that are a little bit more shorter, where it's like, okay, you got this one campaign like story mode, and you just go through the story mode. All right, let's see. Oh, great questions, by the way, everybody. Evil Kangaroo says, "Yo, I would donate, but I don't have a bank account tied to this device." No worries, Evil Kangaroo. In the future, you could always do that if you want. But if you can't, no worries. Just being here in support of the channel, talking the movies you love is fantastic. So thank you all. That can just be here to do that. That absolutely means the world. Adrian says, "What's your favorite movie you love that everybody hates?" Um, well, Dark Knight Rises is one that a lot of people don't like. Other movies that I love, like Holes. I don't know if everybody's a fan of Holes. I love Holes. Um, a lot of superhero movies that aren't the best, I can still get a kick out of, like, even Batman and Robin, which is not the best, I can still have a fun time with the campiness just because it's a superhero movie. Even though I don't love it, I can have mild enjoyment out of it just because it's a superhero movie. But I'm trying to think one that's really a big gap where it's like everybody hates it and I love it. That is one I'm gonna have to think on a little bit more. Maybe Rocky 5. Everybody hates Rocky 5, and I love Rocky 5. I don't think it's the best Rocky movie out there, but I quite enjoy it, so I'll watch Rocky 5 all day. Let's see. Evil King Roo says, "I think a movie everybody needs to see before they die is either Rocky, Pirates of the Caribbean, Terminator, or Titanic. Those are all great movies and very visually stunning movies. A lot of those." Darwin says, Agent James, let me flip that question onto its head. What was a movie you hate that yep, so what was a movie you hate that everybody loves? Oh, that's another good question I have to a movie that I hate that everybody loves. Well, I know everybody loves, like, The Shining. I don't hate it, though. I think Shining's okay, but I know some people, like, that's their favorite horror movie of all time. To me, it's always been in the okay range. Um, Also maybe oh, that's tough question right there. What's a movie you hate that everyone, loves? See, I don't think I ever have it where it's that large of a gap. I'm gonna have to think about it. Because it's like usually if people love it, I usually think it's at least average. I don't usually oh, well, Dunkirk. Do people love Dunkirk? I know some people love Dunkirk out there. I hate that movie. Iron Man 3, I'm not a big fan of either. Just because of that twist in there. I guess those two movies, if people love them, I don't really care for those. All right. Let's see. Evil Kangaroo says, actually, forget my last message. The one movie that everyone needs to see before they die is The Karate Kid. That is a great movie. And I got a recommendation for you, Evil Kangaroo. If you like The Karate Kid, a movie you got to check out that's basically a Karate Kid ripoff, but it's still amazing. I just watched it from MVD Rewind collection, Showdown. Showdown is a great martial arts movie, and yes, it does follow the similar plot of Karate Kid, but it's just 80s cheesy martial arts fun. It's such an enjoyable movie. I really like that one. It's so good. Kenny Club says, I really like Banshees of Inisherin. It's definitely more likely to win Best Picture. That's what people are saying out there. I hope when I watch it, it lives up to the hype. I saw the first battle a while ago and loved it. Such a cool idea. Emmett says, "Have you seen the movie collection battle of where 4KD Ray said show your favorite and least favorite DC movie?" Yeah, I think I've seen that. But didn't that come up on the recent one? Yes, yeah, that came up on the recent one. I was watching that replay. Absolutely, I have a lot of DC movies because I have like mostly all the DC animated movies too. Because that's like superhero genre. That's like my specialty. So the Marvel, DC movies, I have most of them. All right, let's see. Okay. Emmett says, what does I don't know what that stands for. I'm not sure. Tony says, "What's so cool about this community is everyone has different tastes, and we're so expressive in what our opinions are, while maintaining a great sense of respect. Makes it so much." I agree, Tony. That is absolutely amazing, and it's great. Everybody has different opinions and thoughts on movies. If we all had the same opinions and thoughts, it would be so boring. Like, I don't want to ever do a top five ranking stream where everybody literally picks the same exact thing in the same exact order. Like, what would be the point of that? That would not be fun at all. I want to see everybody's different opinions, everybody's different favorites out there, hear their perspective on it. And that to me is what makes the discussion so much more fun. So, yep, you definitely got it with that one, Tony. Absolutely. Mama Blu-ray says, "I hate the Titanic." Wow, I love Titanic. Oh, I love it so much. Steve Meyer says, "What's your favorite genre? Mine is horror. Horror is my second favorite, but first is superhero." But I will watch any genre. The one that I'm is probably my clear least favorite is probably Western. I definitely need to get more into the Western genre. There are some Westerns out there I like, don't get me wrong, but that's that one where I haven't seen a whole ton of movies yet. Last American Girl says, "I like Dunkirk, and not just because of Harry Styles." I forgot he was in that, huh? I don't remember any characters in that movie. I barely remember anything about that movie. I just thought it was so boring and it was long. And that to me is the worst thing a movie can do, like be a long, boring movie. I don't know. I wasn't digging it. It wasn't for me. Maybe I'll go back and watch it again. I don't know. That'd be torture. I don't know. If somebody requests that as a Patreon, maybe. Darwin says, "What's the most disturbing movie you've ever seen?" Disturbing movie. See, that's a tough question to answer. Disturbing. Because I don't know what because everybody thinks disturbing means a different thing. There are some movies I've seen that just because of the subject matter, I don't think I can ever watch again. Same with some TV shows. There's some I've seen that I'm like, you know what? Quality here, but just because of the subject matter, I don't think I could go back for a second rewatch. Uh, Darm says, "Yeah, that's quite the hot take with the Titanic." Yeah. Dimension Scott says, "I love Batman and Robin. That movie was my inspiration growing up." Yeah, I can have a fun time with that movie. I mean, it's campy, but I mean that's kind of how a lot of superhero movies were during that time. So I was for it as a kid. It was great, fantastic. Um, and Kenny says, "Did you see Knives Out 2? I can't remember if you did a theater reaction. I really liked it, but it wasn't quite as good as the first." So I didn't go out to a theater near me, so I didn't get to see it in theaters. I just saw Glass Onion streaming, and I thought it was okay, but I much preferred the first. I really loved the first Knives Out. I thought this one felt more like a streaming movie, like more like a original Netflix movie, that kind of quality. I mean, well, I guess in comparison, it's better than a lot of Netflix originals, but it still didn't feel like it got to that theater level quality for me. So it was fine. Enjoyed it for what it was, but I don't think I would go back and rewatch it a lot. Craig says, "Most prized piece in movie collection." I guess once again, the Columbia Classics Volume 1. I think that's the one that I have that's gone the most up in price. I would have to think maybe about talking about just in collection of like collectibles, like Funko Pops and stuff. I probably have some of those that are valuable. Alex says, "I thought you hated silent movies." He he he. I don't know if hate's the right word. Maybe hate's the right word. I can't do silent movies. I will not. I watched Wings because it was the best picture winner. Got through that, but I can't go back to silent movies. I can't do it. I need sound in there. I need a noise. Like to me, that's what a movie is both visual and sound. Doesn't mean there has to be tons of talking through it. I mean, music or just like noise, like Quiet Place, I love, and that's limited on of course, talking and whatnot. But it still has sounds in there, right? There's still an atmosphere about it with the sounds going around. I need that in a movie. I need both some kind of sound and some kind of visual. Like I need them together. To me, that's what makes a movie so great, just in my opinion. But I know some people love the silent movies. Those are some movies I can't do. Like The Artist, I couldn't get through it. I'm gonna have to go back and watch it one of these days, but it's gonna be tough. Emmett says, "What is your favorite and least favorite Batman movie?" So Dark Knight Rises is my favorite. Least favorite, if you're just talking live action, because there's so many DC animated ones that are pretty low bar. But live action, I mean, like Batman and Robin's the obvious answer, right? But like I said, I can still have a decent amount of fun with Batman and Robin. So I don't think there's one out there that I hate or anything like that. But Batman and Robin, I'd probably choose the least often to go watch. Kenny Clip says most disturbing is maybe Seven. Yeah, that's a really good movie. I can watch that one again though. Absolutely. Darwin said I'd probably say Climax 2018. That movie put me in a bad headspace for a while. Mama Blu-ray says the flying monkeys and the Wizard of Oz messed me up as a kid. Oh my goodness. Yeah, I need to go back and watch Wizard of Oz on 4K at some point. Let's see. Oh, we got amazing Anna in here doing a 4.99 super chat. That is absolutely amazing. Take me out on a date without me planning anything. Well, they now that you've done the super chat, I'm going to have to do that. All right, that's how the super chats work. So great, great. Let's see. Okay, let's go back up here. Let's see. Darwin saying, "Oh no, no, mom." All right, Adrian. Here we go. Favorite Tom Cruise movie? Well, Top Gun Maverick, of course. Isn't that like everybody's now? Top Gun Maverick was so good. But I will do eventually a Tom Cruise ranking stream. Once we get closer to Mission Impossible: Dead Reckoning Part One coming out, because I still got to marathon all those Mission Impossible movies. So that'll be a fun stream. Let's see. Dimension Scott says I didn't like Knives Out at all. At a movie everybody loves, but I hated it. Oh my goodness. See, I really like that one. Yeah, definitely a hot take. Amazing Anna saying hi. We're saying hi to Anna. Darwin says, see, I just can't say that name. I apologize. Is literally just a score by Philip Glass and a lot of footage of cities and landscapes across. See, like, but I can do that because it's visual and you got sound. Like, as long as you got visual and sound in some way, even if it's just a song or if it's just, a score, I mean, something like that, I can still roll with it. But where it's like, I feel like it's on mute, where there's no sound noise at all in any way, shape, or form, that's what gets me where it's really tough to watch. Um, Amazing Ann says, like, actually send me fruits or flowers to my work. Okay, I will keep that in mind. Amazing Anna. All right, so definitely keep in the questions, keep those coming in. Thank you all once again for just being here, celebrating the 1K, and just being amazing, amazing subscribers out there. Thank you so much, and all the super chats so far. I'm blown away by that. That is absolutely wonderful. Thank you all so much with that. But yeah, so yeah, those were the massive channel updates. Once again, if you're just joining in, was the Patreon support page. Once again, those will be linked in my videos from now on. So it's linked. I don't know if it's linked in this live one. If not, I might have to go back. I got to remember to put it into the live videos as well. But yeah, it's also on my channel page. If you just go to the banner, you'll kind of scroll to the side and then you'll see the Patreon link. Click on that and that should take you there. Or just go to Patreon itself and just search for Mega Mike the Movie Man. My YouTube name is everywhere on any kind of social platform. And then the merch store, like I said, that's kind of getting reviewed right now. But hopefully that will be up. And then I'll get that link into my description below if you want to go ahead and get yourself some Mega Mike merch. So those were the two big updates, along with, of course, just celebrating being over the 1,000 subscribers. So those are the major updates. Let's see, we got some questions here, and then we'll definitely get into some of these giveaways. Absolutely. Let's see. Kenny Klepp says, "What do you think of the worst movie you have ever seen?" I would say Home Alone, Holiday Heist, but I only watched two random scenes. So probably Diary of a Wimpy Kid, The Long Haul. Was that the last Home Alone movie? Or Holiday Heist? I don't even know if I've seen that Home Alone one. Like, I feel like I remember the fourth Home Alone movie, and then I remember the Home Sweet Home Alone that just came out. I thought that was pretty bad. I did not like that one. But like I said, it would be a boring movie. Like, I will take a bad movie that's entertaining over like a boring bad movie. And to me, that's once again like Dunkirk was pretty boring. um, yeah, it would be something like that. Like, once again, like The Artist. I know people love that one. I couldn't get through it because it was a silent movie. Um, Iron Man 3, I guess it's sort of entertaining in a way, but I hate where it goes. So I always did not like that movie for the longest time. Um, yeah, good questions. Yeah, I don't remember that Home Alone. Was that like the fifth one? You let me know. Let me know, Kenny, which Home Alone was that one? I don't even remember. If it's Holiday Heist. Oh my goodness, that just doesn't sound good. Evil Kangaroo says, if you had to choose one movie to watch 3 times a week, a Rocky movie. So Rocky 4. Rocky 4 is my favorite Rocky movie. I can watch the Rocky movies all the time, so definitely those. And then they would be good workout movies too, so that works perfect. Emmett says, "What's your thoughts on the Saw movie? The new one coming out or the original?" Well, I'm a fan of the Saw franchise. I love the first Saw movie. It's one of my favorite movies of all time. I think the first three Saw movies are really good. Actually, the fourth one's pretty good as well, but the first three I think are like, ooh, amazing. After that, it loses its way a little bit. Like with fifth, it kind of dips. Yeah, definitely dips. Six I thought was a little bit better. Then it really dips with seven, and then you get into all like the jigsaw and oh, I didn't like this last one, the spiral, the Book of Saul. That voice was awful. The audio voice they used for now the new jigsaw. Oh my, that audio that took me out of the movie. I'm like, what is this? Why aren't you just using the same traditional jigsaw voice? That was the worst part of it for me. But I'm excited for Saw 10. I've only looked a little bit into it. I think it's supposed to be kind of somewhere in the franchise already. Like it's not a direct sequel. It's more of a, isn't it supposed to be like in between one and two, something like that? I'm totally down for that because then we get more Jigsaw in there. And who was the other character in there? Amanda, right? I think it was Amanda. That was like in there. But yeah, to get more of them in there, I think that would be great. So I'm still excited for Saw X. I will definitely watch it in theaters opening weekend. Absolutely. Uh, let's see. The View with Drew. Hey, what's up? Hello, The View with Drew. Congrats on hitting the 1,000 subscribers. Well, thank you so much, Drew. Yes, Venancio the Horror Cholo. Congrats on the 1K. Yes, thank you so much. Also going to be on my live stream tomorrow for the horror possession ranking live stream. So that one's going to be a lot of fun. Um, Kenny Clip says yes, it was five. I just put on a random part for fun, and I already had countless problems with it. So disrespectful to the original. Yeah, yeah, it's oh my goodness. Yeah, I don't even think I saw that fifth one. Just no, can't do it. The View of Drew says, which action movie character do you like more? Like my favorite action movie character of all time? And I guess we're not counting like superhero action, just like kind of typical action. That's a tough question. I mean, the obvious like go-to answer for everybody would be like, John McClane from Die Hard, right? That's the one that pops into my mind. The View of Juice says, sorry, I forgot to mention the options. Oh, you got options. Let me know the options. Darwin says, I've always loved John Wick. John Wick's a great one. Great pick. View of Juice says, between Terminator, John McClane, or Neo. Yeah, I'd probably go John McClane, but Terminator is great too now that you say it. Neo's good too. It'd be between McClane and Terminator. Mm, Probably lean towards McClane though. Yeah, because I mean, well, the Terminator is bad in the first one, right? And then he becomes good in the second one. So that's probably why I go McClane. But great question. All right. Oh yeah, and just some once again, what's coming up on the channel. I might as well say that as well why I'm here. So yeah, once again, horror position possession live stream tomorrow night, 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Gonna have an awesome panel of blue tubers and collectors for that one. And then the live stream after that will be Saturday night, which will be the found footage live stream with another great panel. It's gonna be a lot of fun as well. But then during the week, there's going to be those pre-recorded videos, some great just kind of movie news content in there, like physical media um, content. So I don't want to kind of spoil them, but there should be at least a couple of those in there. And then, of course, once again, out of the theater reaction whenever I go to the theater every week. So yeah, you definitely want to look forward to that. All right, Emmett says, how would you compare the Friday and 13th films to the Nightmare on Elm Street films? I like them both. Um, hmm. I like them both. I don't have issues with them. I know a lot of people hate the remake on Nightmare on Elm Street. I'm actually fine with the remake. No problems with it. I like all of them. I think I like all of them. I don't think there's one in there that I'm like, oh, this is just awful. I just hate it. No. There's like to me that's like they're either like decent to like really, really good. So yeah, I'm pretty easy on them. I'm not too much of a tough critic on them. The viewer Drew says, "Here's another huge question: Who is your favorite actor cast as a superhero?" That's a good question. I don't know. I mean, right now I'm thinking like Chris Evans as Captain America is like what I'm thinking right now. Actually, well, if we're going with MCU right now, but actually, let me take it back. Let me take it back. Thomas Jane as the Punisher, amazing casting. I wanted a sequel to that movie so bad. That's one of my favorite superhero movies of all time because the Punisher is my favorite superhero. Yeah, I thought that was perfect casting. Thomas Jane, like in that Punisher appearance, I'm just like, that is the Punisher. Darwin says, I think Elm Street is better for me, mainly because I adore fantasy horror. Yeah, I love the idea. Very unique idea. The Viewer True says, my pick is Hugh Jackman as Wolverine. That is a great one. And coming back for Deadpool 3. Pop Culture 33, have you seen the movie yesterday? A lot of people hated the movie, but it easily become one of my top fives. Wow, I didn't love it that much. I thought it was fine. I enjoyed it for what it was. I don't know if I'd go back and rewatch it a whole bunch, but I didn't hate it. Thought it was solid enough. Kenny says, the only found footage movies I can remember are seeing Blair Witch Project, which I really liked, and the new one, which you were not a fan. Yeah, a lot of people didn't like the sequel, which I was okay with the sequel. Didn't love it, but I was fine with it. View of True, Thomas Jane as the Punisher is an underrated casting choice, and the movie is underrated. That movie is so good. Like for Punisher fans, that movie just got the Punisher. I mean, yeah, there's a couple things in there like okay, it wasn't in New York and things like that. But I mean, the main stuff, the main core to the character, I think they really got right. And the look of the character, absolutely. The View withdrew. Which comic book movie would you rather watch again? Daredevil 2003 and Ghost Rider, both directed by Mark Steven Johnson. Daredevil. Actually, I don't hate Daredevil. I was fine with Daredevil. Ghost Rider, I remember not really caring for, so I'd go Daredevil. Alex says I thought Warzone nailed it better. So Warzone to me is more like the Batman and Robin one. Like it has more of the action, it has more of like the comic book, like popping colors. So it had like kind of like the gravy stuff, I would call it, but I don't know. I could not connect to that actor as the Punisher. I could not like I don't know, just something with the Punisher character I felt was missing there. Um, yeah, I don't know. I felt maybe what if they combined the best of the best from both of those into one movie? Maybe that could have worked, but I don't know, something and it's okay. Like I can watch Warzone all the time, get a kick out of it, but I just don't love it. Stephen Meyer says, what's your advice if you're running out of space for physical media collection? Well, you either got to get more space somewhere or you got to downsize, right? I mean, that's the only really two options. Both are tough options, though. So if you really love the physical media, you got to find a way to get more space somehow, which is tough, though. So yeah, tough decision there. Delon Movies Punisher Warzone is better than Thomas Jane. Ooh, some people love that Punisher Warzone. I like it, but I love that not first Punisher. Well, I guess not the first one. There was one before that with what was the actor's name? The guy from Rocky Ford, Dolph Lundgren, right? He was a Punisher in the 80s. That one was okay. Pop Culture 33. John Travolta was great in the Punisher. Yeah, I thought he was fine in the Punisher. Yeah. Alex says I see the Punisher in the eyes of Garth Ennis, so he's Punisher max status. Adela movie says Daredevil director's cut is not. I haven't seen the director's cut. I gotta check that out. Alex says Garth Ennis wrote the Punisher Max series. Okay. It says, "What's your thoughts on Ray Stevens?" Yeah, see, I wasn't. I didn't feel like Ray Stevenson looked like the Punisher to me. I don't know, just felt off to me for some reason. Yeah, I wasn't buying it. I was not buying him as Punisher. Um, and it could have been something with the writing too. So I don't know. Emma says, "What's your thoughts on?" Yeah, okay, yeah. Viewer True says Daredevil 2003 isn't bad as people say. Honestly, Phil Ben Affleck got way too much. Yeah, I thought Affleck was fine in it. Colin Farrell as Bullseye I thought was okay in it. Kingpin I thought was solid in it. I mean to me there wasn't too many issues with it. I just know a lot of people don't like the park scene, but I'm like that's such a small part of the movie. I wouldn't base the whole movie on that. So I didn't think it was perfect. I don't think it was great, but thought it was, solid enough. Let's see. Kenny says my favorite superhero castings are Robert Pattinson as Batman. That is a good one. He's a really good Batman. Don't care for his Bruce Wayne, but I like his Batman. Charlie Cox as Daredevil. Yep, he's great in that show. Robert Downey Jr. as Iron Man. Yep. And John Bernthal as Punisher. He's another good Punisher. But Thomas Jane's still my favorite, but John Bernthal would be probably the second one I would go with. All right. So it looks like we're getting to the hour mark. So let's do some digital movie code giveaways here. So I did pick up the Sonic movie collection a while ago, finally to get the steelbooks here. Already had these movies on digital though, so I have the digital codes here for a Sonic and a Sonic 2. So let's give out some Sonic digital codes. And for this, you're definitely gonna want to have Instagram to hit me up if you win, because that's where I'll be able to get you to the digital code from is from Instagram. That will be the easiest way. So you definitely want to have an Instagram to participate with this. But yeah, let's get into the questions. Okay, everybody ready for these questions? Okay, so we'll go with giving out the first Sonic the Hedgehog movie. Let's go with number one first. All right, and these are going to be questions, I guess, about me and the channel. Okay, everybody ready? Everybody's ready to type? Okay, so whoever wants the Sonic 1 code, this is going to be the question. What was the first video I ever posted to my channel? There you go. What was the first video I ever posted to my channel? That will get you the Sonic the Hedgehog code, that first movie. What do we got? Does somebody got an answer that wants to win the Sonic code? What was the first video I posted? And this one's pretty easy. You can just look at the channel and look at the very earliest one. When I first started on YouTube, what was that first video? Someone got an answer out there? Anybody want Sonic? I don't see anything in the chat. Do people not want Sonic? Sonic is such a good movie, everybody. Does nobody want Sonic? Is that what it is? You guys let me know in the chat if it's because it's Sonic and you don't want Sonic. Sonic is so good. And the second one is, oh, there we go. Alex. Oh, wait, actually, Pop Culture 33. Oh, it says he has Sonic. Okay. Alex says Halloween review. Alex, you are right. And I take it because you participated, you want that Sonic 1 Hedgehog code. Hit me up on Instagram. Just let me know you won that digital code, and I will send that your way. Um, Let me know if you have issues with that in the chat right now. But you can find me on Instagram easy if you don't already have me. Just Mega Mike the Movie Man. But there we go. Yep, the Halloween review. That was how I first started. I'm just like, okay, it's Halloween day. What's a video I could do? Let's review one of my favorite movies of all time, being the original John Carpenter Halloween. So that's how I started out. And it's definitely grown over time because that video was not so good. It was like in the office, the lighting was awful. I didn't really know what I was doing. I didn't have like a good webcam, none of that, no microphone. It was so bad. But and that's how I started. You always got to start somewhere, I always say. All right, let's look at these comments and then we'll give out that second code. Ridley Cinema says, "Hey, buddy, enjoyed watching the Where's Physical Media in 2023 video and chatting with you yesterday. I got a backlog of your videos on my watch later list." Yes, well, thank you so much, Ridley Cinema, for watching that video. It was a great conversation. I learned so much about movies from you, actually, too. So that's why I love the comments and the discussion. It's so fun to talk about movies. So that was great. And yeah, that was a video. I'm like, okay, I got to do this video for 2023. You know, the this physical media extinct in 2023. So that was a lot of fun. But I do have a good amount of videos like that are in that physical media topic category. So if you just go to like that playlist, physical media topics, you should see ones of a similar nature in there that just whole bunch of different physical media topics that are just perfect for collectors. Kenny Klepp says, "Congrats, Alex." Evil Kangaroo says, "Speaking of, my one and only device just won't work with Instagram. I tried many times, but my phone just isn't compatible with." Well, Evil Kangaroo, if we do need to do email, we can do that as well. So still feel okay to participate. If we need to go through email, we can do that as well. So if you win, we'll get the email going. We can still do it through that way. I think that can work. Instagram's just the easiest for me. All right, Amazing Anna says, "Congrats, Alex." The View with Drew says, "What do you think is the most underrated MCU?" I think Incredible Hulk. I liked Incredible Hulk. Yeah, if people don't like that one, I would say that's an underrated one. The first Thor movie, actually, I think the first Thor movie is probably the most underrated one. That first Thor movie is just like a Shakespearean story with the two brothers and the dad, and you watch it from that angle. It's a really, really good movie. Yeah. Alex is saying Thor Dark World. See, that is one I didn't care for. Yeah, I wasn't getting on with the sequel there. Hard Copy Blue says, "Just getting here. Congrats on 1K subs. Mike, well deserved." Thank you so much, Hard Copy Blues. Hard Copy Blues is also going to be on the stream tomorrow with horror possession ranking. So that's gonna be a lot of fun. Amazing Anna says, what's one movie you are excited for to see with me and to do a reaction with? Well, my most anticipated title, which is Creed 3. So that's gonna be a lot of fun. Ridley Cinema says I watched the 300 VHS collection video. It was fun seeing a lot of those classics. Yeah, I was on like vacation, like visiting my mom. I'm like, what video can I do here? And I'm like, oh, my mom has all these VHS from my childhood and all that good stuff. This great collection. I'm like, hey, let's go. Let's go for VHS collection video. Why not? So I'm glad you enjoyed that one. Let's see. Pop culture theory says thought Black Widow was better than what people said it was. Yeah, I was fine with Black Widow. I didn't love it, but I thought it was a decent action movie. View with Drew says question for everyone with comic book. Which comic book movie from 2013 do you like more, Iron Man 3 or the Wolverine? The Wolverine. Yeah, I'll go with the Wolverine. Yeah, I really did not like Iron Man 3. That was almost a movie I walked out of with that twist. That twist just got me. Now they've kind of fixed it and retconned it, but at that time I was like, what's going on here? Kenny Clip says Thor 1 and Cap 1 are very underrated. Oh, Cap 1's amazing. Oh, Cap 1 is so good. That's like my top 5. I think they are very fun to watch, feel almost like classics. They weren't trying to connect to other things much. And they felt more comic booky. Yeah, they're both great. Amazing Ann says, not a movie you're excited to see, a movie you're excited to see together and will be enjoy. You're not going to enjoy Creed 3, Amazing Anna. What's going on? I don't know. Any comic book movie is good. I mean, so. Ridley Cinema says, I collect VHS occasionally, but most old cartoons I grew up with. I've even found some blockbuster VHS cases in the wild. Oh, that's awesome. Amazing Anna says, Wolverine. View with Drew said, thoughts on Blade movie starring. Oh, yeah, the Blade movies. Yeah, I liked the first 2 Blade movies. I thought they were quite good. Yeah, especially for the time. Amazing Anna says, Ma, after they make 2, I start to get over these sequels. Darwin says, not that good. They have some charm though. Steve Mars says thoughts on John Berthold as Punisher. He's my favorite. He would be my second favorite, right behind Thomas Jane. All right, let's get into, because I don't want to keep everybody here too long. That second movie code, which is now going to be Sonic 2. Yes, it's going to be Sonic 2 here, and let's see what one can we do with this one. Okay, this is what we can do. We can definitely do this one because I already mentioned it. I don't know if I should do that one now because I did mention the answer already in the stream. But that is the one I was going to go with. So I guess we'll see who was paying attention here. But for this second question, it's going to be about me again. And what are my 2 favorite genres? List the 2. Who can do it the quickest? 2 favorite genres. Mega Mike's favorite genres. What 2? And you get Sonic 2. Who was paying attention right now? I know I just mentioned this. There we go. Evil Kangaroo got superhero and horror. Yes, Evil Kangaroo, you are correct. So Evil Kangaroo, just hit me up on my Gmail. Email Megamike the Movie Man, and I will get you that code. So yeah, just remind me through the email, and I'll get you that code sent back. All right, there you go. Alex was close behind, but action I wouldn't have been correct, but horror. Yep. All right. Superhero. Ridley Cinema says I find the Blockbuster DVD cases more often. I have a little cubby of probably 20 to 30 Blockbuster DVD cases with enough time and stock. I could open up my own one day. Yep. Kenny was saying superhero and horror. And Evil Kangaroo says, all right, thanks, Mike. Know what? Should we do another code giveaway? Should we do another one? You all let me know if we should do one more. Because I think I might have another one lying around here. Anybody down for another code giveaway? Let me know in the chat. Should we do one more? Or should I save it for next time? What do y'all think? We should. Darwin is saying we should. Okay. Now I think this code will work, but no promises on this one because I've had it for the longest time and I don't know why I haven't given it out yet. I think it will still work, but don't quote me on it. And if one of them doesn't work, the second one hopefully will work. But I actually think I have another one. And this is from Mega Movie Mom because she got me these codes. I think I have another Sonic 1 code. And I think I have actually a Sing 2 code, if I'm remembering correctly. So you'll get one out of those 2. Whatever one you want. Yeah. So I think one of those should work. If I can, once again, hopefully I think I can find it. I think I have a save somewhere. But yeah, so okay, so you get a choice, Sonic 1 or Sing 2. And Once again, Sonic movies are great, and Sing 2 is a really good movie. The singing is perfection. So if you like animated movies, especially singing, Sing 2 is great. But yeah, that's what's gonna be the code. Yeah, everybody's saying what will the code be? Yep. All right. Yes. Okay. So I guess okay, so the question. Gotta have a question now. All right, Dimension Scott saying, I'm thinking this year I might bring back some of the Batman and Robin action. My mom and family used to buy for me as a kid. That's why I enjoy that movie. Yeah, of course, and that's what that movie was perfect for. Like those toys, like the design of the characters at the time, to me looked awesome. Especially as a kid, I really enjoyed. Last American Girl said the music in Scene 2 is so good. I agree. Ridley Cinema says I use my codes on Voodoo. Never really use my Voodoo, but it's nice to have a digital backup if Blu-ray breaks yet. I agree. The View of Truth says, question for everyone: which comic book movie do you think is the most underrated out of these four? Incredible Hulk, The Wolverine, The Dark Knight Rises, of course, because that's my favorite. Easy one for me. Dimension Scott says they are all over eBay. Oh yeah, okay, the action. Yep, yep. Okay, so yeah, this question now. All right, this is actually going to be another good paying attention one because remember I just talked about my Patreon support page. So who can let me know? Name me one of the Patreon support tiers and what you actually get with that Patreon support tier. So any of the three tiers, name me what it's called and what you get. Can be any three of them. All right, who's writing it down? Yes, Darwin gets it with Mega Movie Fan. That is the first tier, and you get a shout out and end credit, which is awesome. So, yep, and that's the $5 a month Patreon support. Yep. It's okay, Cinema. It's all right. It happens sometimes. Sometimes you win, but it's okay. We're all here for fun anyway. But there we go. So, Darwin, just hit me up on the Instagram. That would be the best way, of course. If for some reason you didn't have the Instagram, then the email would be the next best way. But yeah, so everybody that won the codes, hit me up so I can give those out. Don't let me forget about it. Hit me up, and I will get those. I will get those to you. But don't forget to hit me up on those. Let's see. Really Cinema says, I guess I'm going to have to subscribe, aren't I? Yeah, oh, you gotta be subscribed. You gotta be subscribed. You gotta have the notifications on. That's the most important thing. Absolutely. So you know when all this great stuff's going down. And I have so many live streams too. You want that notification turned on for those. The View of Truth says, what superhero movie do you feel has the biggest issue of going off the rail in the third act? That's a lot of MCU movies, isn't it? Probably, I don't know, Guardians 2, I think. Well, but then they kind of bring it back with the Yondu stuff. Hmm. But I don't know that CGI. Whenever they do a CGI, oh, you know what? Wonder Woman. Wonder Woman's a good example where I thought the first two thirds of the movie were really good, but when they get into the third CGI fight, that's where it starts to go down in quality for me. Even though I still like the movie, so I'll go Wonder Woman on that one. But there we go. I guess we'll call it a night tonight. Once again, like I said, if you want to visit the Patreon support page, just go to my channel banner, should be able to find the link there. And also in the About Me section should be there as well. But yeah, those who won the codes, hit me up once again. Let me know so I can send those to you. Uh, let's see. Really Simple says, all right, you got a subscription out of me. Enjoy your vibe. Well, thank you so much, Really Cinema. Kenny says, Shang-Chi, maybe it was all really good, but it became a big CGI fight instead of martial arts. Oh, I love Shang-Chi. I loved it. Oh, I thought it was so good. But yeah, have a great night, everyone. Go watch some movies out there. Have a good time tonight. But yep, have a good one. Remember to make every day a movie day. Bye for now, everyone.